To make this recipe, we'll need some bang bang. We'll also need some chicken wings. I opted for separated ones for those playing at home. And as always, I obtained my meat from Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats. And the only prep needed for these wings is to put them into a container. Or a bowl if that's the way you swing. To season these wings and get them ready to be the best bang bang wings they can be, we just need to grab a small bowl, and into it we're going to put 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of chili oil, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper. Stir this paste up thoroughly and pour this over the chicken wings. Now just mix this up until all the wings are evenly coated. Something like that should do. Cover them and put them in the fridge for an hour. If you need to see footage of me putting food in a fridge, you've got issues. Next up, we need to make a basting sauce, and this is what takes great chicken and makes it bang bang chicken. Into a small bowl, you need to add half a cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of sweet chili sauce, 2 tablespoons of sriracha sauce, and 2 tablespoons of honey. And stir this up until all the ingredients are mixed in thoroughly. It should look something like that. And then just push this aside until later. And this basting sauce is exactly what takes our chicken from being dull to bang bang chicken. Today I'm using a 57cm Weber kettle, and I'm pairing it up with a kettle cone. I'm going to be loading this up with Heat Bead's original briquettes, because I want to be cooking at temps of 240 degrees Celsius today. And how I'll do that is by placing the kettle cone in the middle of the charcoal grate, and then 3/4 fill a chimney starter up with briquettes, light them up, and once they're fully ashed over, we'll dump them into the kettle cone. And carefully put the grill back in place. We'll then pop the lid back on, making sure all the vents are wide open, and we're going to give that 10 minutes to warm up. Some people say I like using the kettle cone a little bit too much. Well, I say if something works really well, why not use it? Or should we go back to using dial-up internet? No, I'm all for it. If we can make things better and easier, I'm going to use it. Cooking time for this recipe will be 45 minutes. Or for those of you who love to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 2-beer cook. Cheers! Once the grill's had 10 minutes to warm up, we can give it a light spray with some cooking oil. This is going to do 2 things. It's going to create some smoke, but also as the metal in that grill expands, the pores become more visible, and we fill it up with the oil. And guess what? We've just created a non-stick cooking surface. Now that the wings have been marinating for an hour, they should be full of flavour and ready for our hot grill. Placing these wings around the outer part of the grill is paramount in achieving the perfect wing, as this is where the high heat is being forced from the kettle cone. Place the lid back on and let them cook away. Hey, if you didn't know, the Weber lid vent creates a hot spot. As the cold oxygen is sucked in through the bowl vents up and around our fuel, is then forced back out of this lid vent. So any food directly under that lid vent is subjected to higher and more heat than the rest of the food on the grill. So to ensure you get an even cook, I recommend turning the lid 1/3 of the way every 15 minutes during the cook. If you aren't taking the time to spin your lid, that should be illegal. Even high heat is what we're creating when we use a kettle cone. So moving that lid vent around is paramount to getting an even cook. Or ignore my advice, ruin your food, the choice is yours. We are 30 minutes into the cook and these wings are already smelling amazing. They will already be reading over 74 degrees Celsius internally. So that means we can now class them as no death chicken. Yet we need to now make them into bang bang chicken. Working quickly, we just want to get them all off the grill and we're going to just pop them into a bowl. And we're just going to cover these with the basting sauce. Mix them up and make sure that they all get covered. And working as quickly as we can, we want to get these all back on the grill. Pop the lid back on and we're going to let them cook away for the last 15 minutes. Now don't worry, even though they're already at an internal temp where we can safely eat them, being dark meat, we can push them a little bit further and without fear of drying them out, and they will still be moist. Now there's some tasty looking wings. How good does that look? Get them off the grill and put them straight onto a serving dish. And then be prepared to be treated like a god when you serve these up at your next barbecue. This right here is what perfection looks like. No need to wait for permission. 2468, bog in, don't wait. Oh,